Today, I'm sharing the 3 main things that nobody ever tells you when you first get engaged. Let's get started. Hi guys, I'm Stephanie. I'm a wedding photographer here in Michigan, and today, I'm talking all about 3 things that nobody tells you when you're first engaged. These are things that brides and grooms talk about all of the time, that they had no idea was going to happen, and how do you either resolve that or think about it or any of it. So let's get started. So the first thing that they don't know about is that your proposal story is going to be retold a million times, and it's probably not going to be perfect. A lot of us have these ideas in our head of exactly how we would want a proposal to go, what we would be wearing, how our hair would look, and a lot of times that just doesn't happen due to a number of circumstances. You might not have a photographer there, you might not be as surprised as you thought you would be, or you might be so surprised that you spent a minute going, "No, are you being serious? No way. No, you can't be serious." And that's not exactly the way how most people think their proposal is going to go. And people are going to ask you your proposal story, and I think it's just time that you actually own that story. A lot of us can get really self-conscious about the way things happened, and we want to make it this glamorous, glorious thing. And sometimes it just isn't as glam as you want it to be, but it is still beautiful, and it is still. And I really want you to start owning that story of yours because you can. The second biggest thing that nobody tells you about when you're first engaged is that people are going to ask you questions that you are not prepared for, that you have not thought about, and they're going to ask them probably a lot quicker than you ever think they could or should. So those questions can include things like, when's your wedding date? That's kind of big. Have you thought about a venue? Have you thought about colors? Can I be in your bridal party? All of those questions can get asked extremely fast when you're first engaged, and I don't think many people realize that's coming. So what I want to tell you is, if you have gotten those questions, or if you're still getting those questions, I would recommend that you take a step back, realize that they're coming from a place of love and care for you, and it's more than likely something where the person has already known about the proposal well ahead of you. They don't know that you have talked or not talked about your wedding plans or ideas with your significant other, and because they've already known that you're going to be engaged, they're not in the same mindset as you. So when you're first engaged, it's like, holy cow, this is awesome. I have this brand new thing on my finger which feels really weird, and they just don't quite get it yet. So my personal recommendation for you is that you take a step back, breathe in, and tell them, thank you so much for asking the question of when our date is, just as an example. Thank you so much for asking that. We don't know. Right now, we are going to stay in this place and just enjoy being engaged. We're going to soak up all of this moment right here, and when you know, we'll know. Or we'll look at discussing it in the future. Something along those lines can get a person to go, oh, okay, yeah, don't worry. They're going to tell me when, firstly, when they're thinking. They're going to tell me they have an idea, and oh, okay, I should back off a little bit and let them enjoy this moment for as long as possible. Number 3 is probably the biggest thing out there. A lot of people feel this need to post on social media right away, like within seconds of being engaged. And that is something that I would actually recommend against. But here's why. Don't worry, I want you to post on social media. I want you to get all of the likes and the comments and all of that stuff. But social media can be both our best friend and our worst enemy. I think that it is going to be extremely important for you to go through the list of people that you should probably tell outside of social media first. First and foremost, make sure that you tell your closest family members, your closest friends, make sure that they know. And the reason for that is because you don't want to start your wedding planning process off on the wrong foot by having forgotten to tell someone. If you can't get in touch with them in the very beginning and you still want to post that photo, at least leave a message or a text or something so they know. They know that it's going up, but they also know that you cared about them and that you wanted that person to know. The next reason why you might not want to post on social media right away is because of my bonus video. A lot of people post on social media and they post these photos that aren't necessarily either in the best lighting, the most flattering angle, or they're not giving the story with it. And that's kind of my job. So that's all for today. Check the description for the bonus video about how to photograph your engagement ring, or stay tuned next week where I'll be talking about where to actually start your wedding planning process. Talk to you next time.